Hey, good morning, everybody. Ryan Newpel here with USA Wager. Another episode. It's Tuesday, May 11th, 2021. I'm so excited you're here. Let's dive right into what's going on in U.S. sports betting. All right, welcome back. Today we are going to talk a little bit about some state news that's been going on. So let's dive into the states that are making a little bit of noise. First off is Alabama. Alabama lottery is in doubt, not looking good. From what I'm reading, it sounds like the new lotto and casino legislation will likely not pass. It's still up in the air, right? The final day of legislative session is May 17th. So about a week from now, but it's going to be difficult. It sounds like lots of tension in these discussions, lots of disagreement still. So things not looking real good for Alabama legalizing sports betting and kind of moving forward with the lottery and casino discussion. But we will see where that heads as the week continues. Moving on to Wyoming. So Wyoming has continued talks about legalizing sports betting. They've now given a September 1st deadline to kind of get rules approved. We're talking digital only sports betting law that's being proposed here in Wyoming. The Wyoming Gaming Commission really needs to get some clarity to this. And it sounds like there's going to be some extra sessions going on here between now and September. So still more to come in Wyoming for those of you that are living there and interested in the sports betting landscape taken on in Wyoming. All right, we'll move on to a couple big states that, I consider big because there's going to be a lot of handle happening in these states. But Texas, let's talk Texas. Things are not looking promising in Texas. Unfortunately, the HB 2070, that proposed bill or that bill, this is not looking promising. That was going to be able to legalize sports betting in Texas. Lots of attempts happening to get that bill kind of on the docket. Just things are not moving forward with that. So time's running out for Texas for this year. It sounds like it's probably not going to be happening in Texas, but more to come on that. If anything does break in Texas, USA Wager Show will be one of the first to bring it to you in the morning. California deadline. The California deadline got an extension, so they're extending that to May 26th. I think this is positive, right? This is, still more talks for California. California would be a monstrous state to legalize. They're looking to legalize sports betting at certain licensed tracks, allow tribal sports betting plans to proceed, things of that nature. So hopefully some agreements can come into fruition for California. And then you Californians can really enjoy sports betting once that gets legalized. So more to come again on California. So those are some of the states that have been making some noise. I'm sure there's some others, but for sake of time here, we just cover a few of the headlines that we can get to. So moving on, we're going to jump right into the March and Q1 revenue numbers. So lots of numbers, as you go through the news and you kind of see headlines, lots of these revenue handle tax numbers start popping up, especially each quarter. And so we're just going to just real quickly summarize what we've seen through some of these that have come out. I'm sure this isn't an all-inclusive one, and we'll keep adding some of these as we go. We'll actually put a post up, a page on usawager.com that will kind of summarize some of this stuff for you. So be on the lookout for that over at USA Wager. But Scientific Games, they were pleased with their Q1 results. They had $729 million in revenues. So Scientific Games was definitely pleased. DraftKings had good numbers. They were pleased with what they had going on in the first quarter. They had $312 million in revenue over the first quarter. Just a little tidbit, DraftKings stated that they had 1.5 million monthly users across their products. That's quite a number, 1.5 million monthly users. So props to DraftKings on continued growth, and I'm sure there'll be more to come for them as things keep progressing. Bally's, the Bally's had 192.27 million in revenue Q1. Good results for them. And then a couple states that I've been seeing things on. So Michigan had the best month ever of handle, revenue, tax, everything across the board in March. They had nearly 650,000 of sports betting tax collected in March. So just think about some of these numbers, and for some of those states that are not legal, when they see these numbers, I would think they'd have to at least open their eyes to the amount of revenue from sports betting tax that can come into these states. So March was a good month for Michigan. Illinois also had another record month in March. And again, thanks to March Madness, right? March Madness kind of crushes things and does well for handle in March. I'm assuming April's numbers, as we start seeing April's numbers come out, will be significantly lower as sports kind of drop off in the U.S. And we're really just with baseball and NBA right now. But Illinois had 633.6 million in sports betting handle. And so they had a couple records. They've now cleared 3 billion in handle across the lifetime of being live in Illinois, one of a few states to do that. So good for them. One question with Illinois is how will the live in-person sign up numbers, so now you can't sign up mobily. You have to go sign up at a casino. That was not the case for quite a while. They had a temporary rule in place where you could sign up mobily. So now that you have to sign up in person, how will that impact these numbers? Will they have less signups and less handle? Time will tell, but definitely something to keep an eye on in Illinois. So like I said, there's probably more of these numbers and there'll be more released, and we'll start summarizing these a little better on this show. But that's something I'd like to talk through and kind of bring to you all as we get going. Okay. Last but not least, we want to talk a little bit about upcoming events. All right. I touched on one of these the other day, but I want to touch on two events today that are going on. The Sports Betting Innovation Summit. It's a conference that's bringing together senior leaders from big brands in sports, entertainment, media, plus some innovative startups that are going to be there. And they're just going to discuss the impact of gaming and sports betting and esports and all of that together. This is brought by Stadia Ventures. It's a company out of St. Louis that does early stage investments. And so this is May 13th, 11 to 1, just a couple hours in the afternoon on Thursday this week. So check that out if you can. I'm not sure the details on signups there, but you can probably find that. And we'll have a link for that out on usawager.com if we can. And then last but not least, BetFest 2021. We touched on this yesterday in this show, but Saturday, May 15th, all day, BetFest 2021 will be there. I actually had Evan Davis on my Noob Sports show yesterday. He's of 76 Capital, and they're one of the co-hosts of this event along with SBC. This is going to be a killer event. This is going to be an awesome event. So I think it's betfestlive.com to check out more about this event, or you can head over to USA Wager, and we actually have free tickets that we're giving away, a limited number. So check out usawager.com. There's a BetFest post right there with a link with free tickets. So if you're interested in heading to BetFest 2021 digital event all day Saturday, I encourage you to check that out. It's going to be a killer. It's one of the first consumer facing events in the industry, and I encourage you to listen to my interview with Evan. Evan's a great guy and really speaks a lot of life into this event. And then secondly, get your free ticket. Thirdly, attend on Saturday. Should be fun. So that's about all I have for you guys today. Other than that, I really appreciate you tuning in. Head over to usawager.com. As you can see here, we're doing lots and lots of stuff over on the site, getting it kind of in line with the show and kind of starting to work on perfecting what it looks like and what's out there. So any suggestions, any tips, you want to contribute, you want to be on the show, you have questions, feel free to let me know. We're going to start fielding questions on this show. Right now, I'm trying to get used to the format just a little bit, and we'll kind of go from there. So please follow us on any of the channels. You can find us USA Wager on YouTube. On YouTube, we're actually part of the Sports 2.0 network of shows. But then on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you can find us at USA Wager. So thanks again. My name is Ryan Newpel. Appreciate all of you, and have a great Tuesday. Talk to you soon, and stay safe out there. All right. Bye-bye.